Just when we think we're out, Scotty just keeps pulling us back in. Hi, I'm Jacob with the Leaderboard, and today we're diving back into that Bonnie-shaped rabbit hole to bring you 7 facts about Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator. And before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to become part of our notification squad. Creation and development. After the release of Five Nights at Freddy's sister location in October of 2016, fans were rabid for more playtime. Creator Scott Cawthon had delivered 2 games a year since 2014, but that pace took its toll on production value. The 2016 spin-off Five Nights at Freddy's World was pulled from Steam after general outcry over low quality, and expectations soared for the next title in the main series. There was talk of a new Five Nights at Freddy's game in early 2017, but in June, Cawthon announced that he was putting this project on hold to clear his mind. But Cawthon has been known to cry wolf before, and once again, there was nothing to worry about. Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator finally dropped on December 4th of 2017, and fans were puzzled. Was this low-res 8-bit game really all Cawthon had to offer for the 6th installment? Still, players jumped at the sight of a free Steam download and quickly realized that Five Nights at Freddy's 6 was behind the pizzeria's facade. Yet another clever tease by Cawthon and company. Yes, we get it. You're a master troll who plays with the emotions of their fans like no other. I bestow upon you the Leaderboard's most awesomest sadist award. Game Fake Out. Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator starts off in a no-frills 8-bit pizzeria where you get to, what else, craft your own pizza. You then head into the game section of the facade where little kids excitedly wait for pizza to be slung their way. The object here is simple. Chuck that za like a snowball and feed those kids. After the first stage though, you'll notice a creepy ghost bear trying to intercept your tosses, but you know what? Whatever, just ignore him though. It's fine. This is fine. With some easy maneuvering, you'll be able to get past him and move on to stage 3. And that is when things start to get interesting. By which we mean, oh my god, what did we do? There's a million of them. What is happening? Just take the pizza. Don't hurt me. The screen glitches, goes totally black, and then wham! You look up and you see an evil animatronic right in front of you. The jig's up. Turns out this ain't no low-res nonsense. It's actually nightmare fuel. Looks like the developers hid Five Nights at Freddy's 6 behind this pizza launching minigame. From here, players will find themselves managing a pizzeria and attempting to outlive the same spooky animatronic mascots that keep the game franchise so, peppy? Gameplay. For the most part, gameplay is simple, but you can find yourself backed into some tight corners. This installment follows gameplay similar to that of most of those tycoon games that were the cat's pajamas back in the 90s, with each player taking control of both the pizzeria's fate and their own. As manager, part of the job involves decking out your establishment to drive up revenue, and part of that involves completing a list of chores in your office while you try to stay alive. Every time you add a new decoration, you get to play a mini-game within the game itself. The night shift's chore list sounds exhausting in comparison, but it might actually be this installment's most innovative mechanic. Without it, the night shift would just be a rehashing of the same old survival horror tropes as the previous titles. But instead, the list forces you to make strategic decisions in order to make it through the night successfully in your daily tasks as a new Fazbear Pizzeria manager. Order supplies, or get torn apart by robots. There are audio and visual cues triggered during the night shift that'll make you think twice about dropping your tasks and looking out for any unwanted friends. Most of these cues are similar jump scares from previous titles, but with the introduction of new animatronic mascots come terrifying new faces to contend with on your surveillance screens. If you're one of the braver players, there are plenty of opportunities to make some nice dough, but keep in mind with every opportunity there is a potential risk. Consequences range from lawsuits when your products injure a customer to an animatronic mascot coming to claim your soul. But it's up to you to accept those risks and get yourself out of this mess. Secret endings. Just like any good choose-your-own-adventure, Pizzeria Simulator has a crazy number of endings. Depending on your in-game management, you can wind up with a number of different end cutscenes and certificates. In some, you walk away unscathed, and in some others, you're less lucky. But does anyone ever really walk away from Five Nights at Freddy's in one piece? Regardless of the emotional trauma, there are a few ways to change up what ending you get, and beware, some spoilers are ahead. The number of animatronic mascots you salvage can get you 3 different endings depending on if you keep all of them, some of them, or none of them. Racking up lawsuits will get you another certificate and a joke ending. Buying Egg Baby, turning off the computer, and rebooting while you hold the blue button will get you the insanity ending. And finally, to get the ultimate ending, unlock all of the minigame secrets, more on that later, and salvage every single animatronic mascot. Oh, and survive. That's a pretty important part. Tips and tricks. If you're not cheating, you're not trying, or so we've been told. Just like the previous 5 installments, Pizzeria Simulator dangles the breadstick to fool you into thinking you're doing an amazing job, only to reveal you're headed toward total failure. Luckily, we've scooped down to the bottom of the marinara trench that is the internet to find some useful tips for running a successful Fazbear establishment. Starting with the fast path to success, making sure you complete your tasks each day. In fact, you won't be able to progress progress in the game if you don't complete them. Sounds easy, right? Trust me, it's not. Sorry, I'm done with the pizza puns. I know, they're too cheesy. You'll need to turn on cleaning systems, order supplies for your restaurant, you know, manager stuff. That being said, these harmless tasks can take longer than expected to complete and make a lot of noise, which might attract unwanted attention. But don't worry, we'll walk you through some tips to stay frosty while you're stuck in that surveillance chair. First up, the motion sensor. You can turn this on to let you know when unwanted visitors are nearby and to pinpoint where on the map you want to set off an audio decoy. Oh, speaking of audio decoys, you can play music through the speakers around your establishment to distract those unwanted visitors. Play audio cues at the top center of the map as far from the office as possible and keep those nasty puppets at arm's length. Next, we've got the vent system, or the cooling system. You have the option of turning this ventilation system on and off as you please. If you turn it on, it'll keep you nice and cool in your little box office, but the racket makes it hard to hear any noises from things that go bump in the night. If you turn it off though, you'll be able to hear better, but the temperature in the office will skyrocket. Try using it sparingly once you've lured the animatronic mascots away from the office with an audio decoy. And finally, ads. It's certainly awesome to sell ad space in your pizzeria to local sponsors, but that money comes with a catch: online promos. Buying or not buying ads won't have any effect on the ending you get, so you can skip them completely or take the risk. When you're working on your tasks, your sponsors will play loud and obnoxious promos on your computer screen, drawing the attention of those pesky animatronic mascots and anyone looking to hire Marty's Plumbers LLC. Nothing that goes down can come up. You'll need to get strategic with all of these tools at your disposal, but remember, you can only use one tool at a time. You thought this was gonna be easy? That is not the FNAF way, you know that. Remember to spend your money wisely and play the mini games when you buy them for your restaurant. They'll boost your Faz rating, which will then put you at less risk of any lawsuits or revenue loss. You may even earn a nice performance bonus. Speaking of Faz rating, get a fast boost by playing the Midnight Motorist minigame. And bonus tip, while you're going through the audio prompts to determine if you should salvage or ditch old animatronic mascots, keep an eye out for slight movements and sounds. Your taser has 3 zaps to get them to cooperate, so use them wisely. Easter eggs and references. Like any good franchise, the game has plenty of callbacks for die-hard fans. Animatronic mascots and characters from previous games will show up, and even the ever-adorable baby makes an appearance as one of the animatronic mascots to salvage. Old friends or not, they all still want to eat you alive. You know, for old time's sake. You'll find Easter eggs hidden in 4 of the mini-games as well: Midnight Motorist, Fruity Maze, Security Puppet, and Candy Cadet. In Midnight Motorist, a gap at the bottom of the screen will take you to a game within the game, which is technically a game within a game, within a game, within a game. Someone call Christopher Nolan! In Fruity Maze, you can play the game 3 times to unlock a piece of lore about Springtrap. In Security Puppet, play through it until you get trapped and then wait for the kids to leave. Leave your box, then leave the pizzeria to access the puppet's history. Finally, feed Candy Cadet enough tokens and you'll unlock 3 stories: the keys, the orphans, and the kittens. Bonus reference, you'll notice a couple of references to a broken window in the back of the house and the green man standing outside what looks to be the bar from the previous games. There are no definite theories as to what this can be, so we're waiting to see if any possible future installments will elaborate. Also, hardcore fans probably noticed Mr. Hippo and Happy Frog among the animatronic mascots you can buy. They bear a striking resemblance to some of the masks in the minigame The Happiest Day in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Reception. The game has been well received by fans, with Steam reviews aggregating to land at a very positive rating on the platform. By the numbers, that means that 93% of the 4,631 reviews as of now are positive. But it should be noted that this is a free game after all, and those reviews could be a bit different if it had been up for purchase. That being said, it is a Five Nights at Freddy's game, and the fans loyally devour every title. While the official wording tiptoes around naming Pizzeria Simulator the 6th game in the franchise, sleuths cracked into the game file and found it tagged FNAF 6, a dead giveaway. But the question remains, is this the last game in the Five Nights at Freddy's series? Back in June 2017, Cawthon took to Steam and said that handling expectations for each follow-up game has become a challenge. Cawthon described a situation familiar to many game developers. Quote, "Pressure starts to mount, and I fear that I've been neglecting other things in my life for the sake of trying to keep up with those mounting expectations." That comment was made in reference to the break Cawthon took during the first go at FNAF 6, but we'll have to wait to find out how far he takes this redirection. Pizzeria Simulator could signal either a simple change in priorities or the unexpected end of an era. In the meantime, Cawthon mentioned a Five Nights at Freddy's movie and the possibility of a VR game, among other things. So even if we won't be getting another Five Nights at Freddy's title, fans will surely look forward to whatever comes next from the mind of Scott Cawthon. And there you have it. Once again, I'm Jacob, and thanks for watching 7 Facts about Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator. Did you survive your managerial tasks? Which endings have you uncovered? Comment below and let us know. Don't forget to click the bell icon to become part of our notification squad, and if you like getting more from your games, subscribe to the Leaderboard, your home for video game facts.